What's going on, you Turkish land hobbits? Today I'm with Maple. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Ow. Ow. Enough distractions. This is going to be a short little video. A post-Vegas CWL Open Champs. I think it's called the CWL Open. But yeah, I just want to start this video off by thanking everyone that came out to support. The crowd was absolutely absurd. Against some teams, there was like a fucking mosh pit going on. So, you know, absolutely love everyone coming out, actually yelling, supporting. It was just a lot of fun, and you know, pretty much I think the fact that there was a bar in the venue helped a lot with the fans getting hyped. But honestly, I mean, there was a lot of things to get hyped about. I think that our whole entire tournament long, I think our S&D was like 10 out of 10. Our control was like 10 out of 10. But our hardpoint was not so much 10 out of 10. It could have been a lot better. Let's just say that there was a lot of games that were very close just throughout the whole entire tournament. I think actually our hardpoint was better in pool play than it was in the actual bracket play. So I think that definitely made a huge difference. If there's one takeaway that we can definitely improve on at next tournaments and in the future, it's that we need to get better at hardpoint within the start of the game and mid game. So anyways, guys, we sort of knew online that hardpoint was like randomly all of a sudden like it became one of our weaknesses. Out of nowhere, it became one of our weakest game modes. Or not even one of our weakest. It's definitely our weakest game mode. So the fact that, you know, we pulled out some dubs in the hardpoints was very essential. But pretty much, if there's one big thing we got to take away from that tournament, is that we need to improve in hardpoint at least at the beginning and the middle of games, rather than, you know, turning the fuck up at the end, ramping it up to 12, right up here at 12. Okay, but anyways, let's talk about this. Pittsburgh Knights. I'm gonna be looking at the monitor here, not you guys. Pittsburgh Knights 3-0, played like ass. G2 Esports 3-0, should have lost their map, played like ass. Pools versus Splyce 3-1. I actually played somewhat decent that game. I just had a really slow break off. Actually, I'm not sure. All I know is that in that Splyce, let me just say this: the ICR guys, and I don't even think it's just the ICR. I really believe that it's any weapon without stock. But the bullets, for some reason, hit a lot different. Stop it! Come on, get out of here. The weapons without stock are actually fucking garbage on land. They're obviously good in certain situations, but in hardpoint, you are never going to be in like a constant perfect situation. Like sometimes you just got to push up without cover. They have cover. You got to win the gunfight. Maybe they're weak and you got to finish them off. And pretty much the ICR was not that good for that. But yeah, so I sort of realized this halfway through the G2 series, and I was just like, what the fuck? How am I dying? Because we pre-land before, right? But we didn't play with Cronuses. So I don't know if the Cronuses made a big difference. I think they did. But pretty much that like slight delay within the Cronus is fucking terrible for like non-stock weapons. I'm assuming, this is just my opinion, what I'm guessing, like what I'm guesstimating. Because the ICR did not feel that bad at the pre-land. G2 series, I was getting smoked. I was like, dude, what is going on? And so I started thinking like, dude, I might have to switch to Maddox on certain hills now. So, and that's what I did throughout the tournament. I was still trying to figure out when I should switch, when I should keep an ICR out. And I think that was one of the main reasons why we want to play Seaside Hardpoint a lot, because we just knew it was like, I knew my Maddox was better than every single AR's Maddox, like throughout the whole entire rest of the tournament. Besides maybe RCD's on like a map like Frequency. He's fucking disgusting on that map. But anyways, that being said, I remember the Splyce game, the Hardpoint. I put up like second most damage within the whole lobby, and I had like I was like neutral. I was like neutral in KD or something like that. But it was pretty fucking absurd how weak the ICR was when it came to land. And I tried out the Swordfish. Maybe I should have used the ABR, but then if I'm using the ABR, why not just use a Maddox? So anyways, guys, Accelerate, that was Fastball's team. That was so yeah. So right where you used to accelerate, that was the start of Saturday. Saturday we played LG as well. That was a huge day, and then somewhere in the middle of that was like the Mountain Dew signing with Seth. But the LG match, we knew it was like make or break. You know, our tournament run. Pretty much that was like the solidifier that, you know, we're not just good in pools, we're good throughout the tournament. Winning that match was big for not only like in terms of our tournament run, but also for our Jesus Christ, but also for our morale. Jesus, Fulfi. Anyways, Splyce. So we won 3-2. We went down 2-0. First Hardpoint, we got 90 points. So absolutely no fucking contest there. And then the S&D, I think we're down 3-5. Brought it back to 5-5. Ended up losing round 11 to like, I'm not sure it was we lost to a 2-piece ground pound. Then we brought it to like 3-4 in terms of lives. And then I think I got shot by a Tempest. Like, and we knew they had Tempest, right? And I see a head on elbow, and I was like, fuck. And then I instantly went in, and he must have shot like my shoulder, like the hitbox, the invisible hitbox off of my shoulder, down me, and then a chain reaction, all three of us. So we ended up getting up in time, but it was like we were weak and they were really close, so we already fucked. But yeah, that's how we lost that round, or that's how we went down 0-2. The control made a pretty clutch play on the gridlock control, and that was like, I think technically a 4-piece. I think it was like 4 versus something. All I know is it's down to like the last amount of lives. I think it was maybe like 5 versus 4, or maybe it was 4 versus 5, something like that. Ended up killing a guy in the hill, and then Jerd kind of lost me within the showers. Ended up killing him too, and then turned around and killed the opponent sprinting into the hill. But I think if I didn't kill Jerd right there, that they could have all just stacked a point, and it would have been a huge like clusterfuck. So that was a very relieving like first round win, and I think that was what actually like carried the momentum into the next couple rounds. Because if we were down 0-2 and then we went down 0-1 in the like our mode, we would have probably gotten blown out of the water. So ended up winning that map, and then the Seaside Hardpoint. Wow, what a map. We played this map a lot better than we did in the first Seaside Hardpoint versus eUnited in the grand finals. It was just, you know, I think they played it better than eUnited. Like at the very end, they were rotating the hills, and we just had a break. Pretty much rewatching all that back. Yeah, I got that 4-piece or whatever. I think it all started when they gave us first blood at Banana. We call Mid Alley Banana. I knew when I got that first blood, we had a chance. I knew we had to get first blood, and I knew that I was like sort of in the most risky spot. So winning that first gunfight was absolutely crucial to like the whole like chain reaction of trades. Like if I lost that first gunfight, we probably wouldn't even gotten in the hill. So, but then it just sort of set us up for that situation. Watching it back from the mini map of how I got the 4-piece. Pretty much, I just used it was all a blur, by the way. I don't even fucking remember. All I know is I remember killing Looney back alley, and then I slid to Fountain, and I think I was healing at the same time. But, man, I was so proud of myself for, like, clutching that, because that was, like, a super chaotic situation where I sort of, like, made the fucking play, and that was, to me, that was huge. I was let me just say this. I'm sort of pissed the cameraman didn't capture me like standing up screaming, but at the same time I wish he did, because I was fucking gone. I was like screaming at him. I was doing everything. I was like, y'all aren't fucking touching me, like all this corny ass like gamer shit. Like if this was at an open bracket station, I would have been on fucking Dexerto, and it would have been really cringy. It was probably really cringy regardless, but. And then with that being said, last map versus Splyce. Pretty quick summary. I think me and Damon Both went like 11 and 5. Actually, no. I think I did better than that. I think I did like 13 and 6 or something like that. But pretty much destroyed them after that, that momentous round, or that momentous like comeback. I was just rolling on full confidence, and I remember the casters didn't catch this, okay? And I'm pissed at you guys for not catching this. Casters, fans caught it. I got an ace in the 3-2 round while killing their Tempest, and pretty much that's got to be one of the first aces on land in a like actual tournament. But I'm pissed at casters are like, oh, did he get 4? Did he get 4? Fuck off, okay? I got 5. All right, buddy. Just the play that I did to kill the first 2 people was absolutely massive. Donnie was at mid after that. No. I killed Looney top window. I don't know why he challenged or why he peeked it. I'm pretty sure he had a SOG. If you had a Maddox, then that would make sense. But I got like 3 like that, and pretty much then Donnie was like in the middle of the open fighting Brandon. I think he ended up killing Brandon. Then I just traded the kill really fast, and then I knew it was Lamar left, and I was like, I can jump top window with an ICR. He has one too, but he doesn't use quick draw like I do. But pretty much killed him top window, got the ace, stood up, and was just looking. I think I just stood up and was just looking at Splyce. I don't even think I was saying anything, but that was absolutely crazy. And then we completed the reverse sweep on that round, or not that round, but that map. So, anyways, moving on to the grand finals. I was surprised that Splyce lost to eUnited because Splyce was playing a lot better than they were in pool play. So I was like, I don't know if we were playing worse. We could have been playing worse, but Splyce was playing a lot better, and I think that Splyce should have maybe won that series versus eUnited, but I think eUnited like super clutched up and then brought it to a game 5, won the game 5, and we're like, all right, we're playing eUnited. So let me just set this straight, right? Before I start talking about this. I think comebacks in this game aren't necessarily comebacks. Obviously they are like score-wise, but in the map, Seaside Hardpoint versus eUnited, pretty much what happened was they had a lead by like 60 points, right? Then they used all their specialists to bounce that lead to like 120 points without us using any. So we were getting crapped on so bad that we didn't have any specialists to like during the comeback. So pretty much they used all their specialists to get, up very high in points versus our little amount of points. So when we were actually coming back, we didn't have to worry all that much about what specialists they might have. So I think that was like the difference maker. What's actually funny is I remember that first eUnited series now. First map, we were up by a lot of points, and it was like the exact reverse situation. It was like in the middle of I think it was like 170 to like 237 or 240, whatever amount of points they had. But it was the first hill that started off like a chain reaction of events. And I think that's always where it stems from. It's really hard to not to completely lose first hill and then rotate successfully to the second hill just because of sheer momentum. And I think that had a lot of play in these comebacks. But pretty much won that map. The search, what was it? It was like 6-2, 6-3 or something like that. I know it was Arsenal. I got a huge kill on Clay. Yeah, I talked to him after, and he was super pissed about it. It was like 2 rounds in or 3 rounds in, something like that. He's like 300 off streaks, 200 off streaks. And he's close to Tempest too. So I'm like, dude, we gotta kill him. And I knew, like, watching him back, like, he sniped that gun side on Arsenal. And instead of going where I usually sit, where you can only see like above this, I jumped up on the side railing so he could only see like if he rounded the corner looking at the same spot I always go, all he's gonna see is my shins. So I knew he would have hit markered me, and that's exactly what he did. Ended up beaming him with the ICR. Ended up killing him off streaks. And then I knew, like, right after that, like, we don't have to worry about streaks, just play our game and we're going to win. Did that, and then the control came up. The control, we pretty much just outslayed them on both offense and defense. I think it was the 2-1 round where we definitely should have won. I think they had like 20 seconds left. We were pushed up in their spawn, and they had like an equal amount of lives as us. Maybe we had a little bit more, but pretty much they took A, and then they ended up taking B, and then we just threw that fucking round away like big time. So thank God on the final round, we decided to, you know, completely outslay them, and that was a huge momentum factor right there. I think that even if Brandon got a couple kills at the Tempest, but looking back at it, I think it was like 16-5 or 13-5. Like, it was not even close, kill wise. And there's a lot of time on the clock, so eventually we would have killed them. So, but pretty much, guys, that was the CWL Vegas run. Crazy fucking tournament. Our goal was to sort of go undefeated in bracket play. That did not happen. So, but anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my sort of post comments, feedback, thoughts. I might have to like watch it back and talk about it as a future video. But if you did like this video, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the video. And Revitalize right now, he's working on The Pursuit, a 3-part series, a docu-series. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty much from the event. Taylor Keating was filming the entire event. It's sort of based around me, like my individual pursuit of Ogre 2's 40 championships. That's where the whole name comes from, the whole theme of it all. I just wanted to like document, you know, how I'm gonna do this. So that was my goal with it. But hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. Actually, I know you guys would. You guys love to see that shit. Okay, come on, you love to see that shit. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video.